Hey guys, this is Siobhan with SLK Services. I want to thank you for coming over to watch this video. If this is your first time here, I share information about work from home and also how-to videos. So for those that are previous subscribers, again, thank you all so very much for your support and for continuing to watch my videos. So today I'm going to do a Q&A. This is set up as a premiere, so I will be present where I'm answering questions in the chat. But if you have any other questions that are specific, send me an email. Also, you can leave the questions down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer those questions for you. If you miss the premiere, you can always leave additional questions down below, and I'll try to get those answered for you. So in this video, there may be different things that I may be doing in this video. So first is going to be me answering some questions, and then after that I may switch to my screen. Now there is something that I do plan to do, which this is a plan, but it's not guaranteed that I'll make every single day. But it's 97 days left in 2025. So my goal is try to post a video every single day from now until the end of the year. And by me posting, or the things that I may end up posting, I've been considering maybe doing a teaching style, so that if there is a particular step that you want when it comes to like finding contracts, starting the Arise process, setting up a website, setting up your YouTube channel, all of that information, that's kind of my thought process. And that's only to help you guys, even if it's you building or growing money. That may be something that I may end up doing. So that is my thought process. But I cannot guarantee you guys every single day, but I am going to try my best to get online to at least give you a step. Those videos can be I plan to do those videos where they're at least 5 minutes long or 10 minutes long, and they basically walk you through the process of what you need to do. So I'll label them as day 1, day 2, day 3, and go from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump in and answer these questions for you. And these are the top 10 questions that I've gotten so far on my YouTube channel of people asking me questions. I have gotten some in my email. Some of those I responded to. Some of them, if I've missed your question, don't hesitate to leave your question again. I'll be more than happy to answer that question for you. Okay, so the first question that I got is the change in the invoice fee. Okay, so when I started with Arise, the invoice fee was $19.75, and it was $19.75 per invoice. So you normally get 2 invoices per month. And once you get those invoices, they were charging $19.75, and that's the tech fee that they charge. So now Arise is doing a 5% invoice for Arise Virtual Solutions, a percentage of the business's invoices as of June 1st, 2025. Okay, so this is going to be, again, twice per month. Is not per agent, it is per business invoice. And that is excluding any type of referral revenue. So if you are referring, if you've had agents that have used your code where you've referred them to Arise, they're not charging anything on that referral fee. Okay, so number 2 question I got asked, is there a score that you have to receive for your PC check? There's not a score that you have to receive for your PC check. Your PC check, once you do it, it's either going to be a pass or fail. So I'm gonna go through and show you guys, instead of you running your PC check through the client that you plan to get started with, I'm gonna show you guys how to run your PC check on the Arise platform. So I'm gonna jump onto my screen so that you guys can see. Okay, gang. So instead of you going to the opportunities page to check to see if your PC is going to pass the tech check, what you want to do is go over here to your PC check. Okay, and once here, you're going to go to Arise Portal Windows Update Check. All right, and so once you're here, this is going to tell you like all the guidelines that are required for your computer. Anything that fails is going to tell you. So just make sure that when you order your computer, it's going to say 4 gigs of RAM. I suggest getting 8 and up. Only because some clients, they may require you to have a higher gig of RAM. So even if you purchase a computer that has 8 gigs of RAM, you should be able to increase that to like 16 or 32. It just depends on the system and if your system will maintain it. But again, do purchase a higher amount of RAM. So what you're going to do is click on Run, and then once you do Run, you're going to get a screen that comes up. It's going to come up here where it says Detection. You're going to click on Open File. This is going to come up. It's going to show green once it finishes, and then after it finishes, you're going to click Exit. Now, if you ever get to this page and it doesn't run, what you may need to do is switch to Internet Explorer and then try to run the PC check again. Now, one of the things I do want to tell you, when I ran my PC check, what happened was I had to turn off my security system. I don't know why, and I didn't have to do it through here, but when I initially tried to apply for an opportunity with one of the clients, it had me turn off my security. So that's pretty much it on how to run the security check. Okay, so once you run the security check, what you're going to do is go back to the client. If it passes, you're going to go back to the client that you were interested in, and then you're going to go through the process and then run your tech check at that point. Okay. Alrighty, so the third question I got asked is, which I've had several people from South Africa reach out to me, and they were asking if they can contract with Arise or if they can contract through me. So with the Arise platform, they only allow individuals who are in the UK, the US, Jamaica, India, and I have US, UK, Jamaica, India, and Canada. Okay, so the US, UK, Canada, Jamaica, and India as of right now. As far as my business, unfortunately, I do not hire in South Africa or individuals from South Africa. But what I can do, as I am going through the process to kind of help everyone else, there are some opportunities that I will share that you may be able to take advantage of if you are from South Africa and you're looking for a way to earn an income. So that is something that I did want to address. And then also in the US, there are certain states that are excluded. If you need those states, let me know. Just comment down below and I will list those states for you. Okay. So now the fourth question we're going to talk about are the intervals. So calculating intervals. So I've gotten asked this question several times. I've done a video on some of these subjects, but I'm kind of bringing everything together so that it's in one video, so that if anybody else comes back and looks at this, they can go to this particular video and get their question answered, or they can leave a question down below and they can get the question answered. Okay, so I've gotten asked about intervals and how do you count intervals. So 1 hour is 2 intervals, 2 30-minute intervals. So intervals are in 30-minute increments. So if you, so basically it's you doubling. So if you work 2 hours, that's 4 intervals. So that's 4 30-minute time slots. So if you were an individual working 40 hours, that would be a total of 80 intervals. Okay. So that's basically how the intervals work, and you get paid per interval or per hour. And what that means is, like, say your interval, you could be paid, if you're getting paid $14 an hour, basically your 30-minute interval is going to be, one is going to be 7, and then the other one is going to be 7. If you don't work that full hour, you'll just make the $7 for the 30 minutes. That's how that works. Okay. Alrighty. So number 5, the assessment advice. So when you're doing the assessment does have critical thinking on it, where it's asking you to look at images. My suggestion, if you're trying to pass that portion of the assessment, is that so my storage filled up on my phone, so let me go ahead and finish recording the video on my computer so that I can get everything shared with you guys. So as far as interval calculation, we went over the interval calculation. So number 5 is going to be your assessment advice. So I've gotten a question of how to pass the assessment. Now, I can just give you general advice. I can't tell you what's on the assessment or exactly how to answer the questions or anything like that. But what I can tell you, one of the questions that I've gotten so far is about the images that are on the assessment. Now, what you want to do is you're looking for the image that is, according to the assessment that I've taken and some other people said they've taken, you're going to look at the image that's different. So how do you distinguish how do you pick out the one that's different? So you want to first look at all the, scan all the images. And then after that, you want to go left to right. And then this is what I did. You want to go left to right and then right to left. And then you want to basically look at all the images and then pick the one that is different. You may have to do this once or twice, but that's basically how I ended up picking out the images. As far as everything else on there is pretty self-explanatory, but that's the thing that I think some people have gotten kind of hung up on, is like looking at the images. But that's basically how I did it. Alrighty, and then number 6, someone asked me, do you charge for guidance on the entire process? So as I shared in my last video, that I took away the fee that I was charging to help individuals. So now I'm going to go through the process, as I mentioned earlier in this video, to try to go to more of like a teaching style to teach individuals how to do certain things from when it comes to work from home on the Arise platform, whether it's building a website, whether it's hiring agents, whatever it may be. Anything that I don't know, I'm not going to expound on it. If there's a question you have, feel free to ask. But I'll try my best to answer any of the questions that you guys have, whether it be by email or whether it be by comment on my video. Okay. So number 7, how to obtain contracts outside of Arise. So I will go through the process of sharing with you guys how you can obtain contracts outside of Arise, how you can find potential clients, websites that you can use, places that you can go on social media, and how to basically search. Okay. I will also try to give you guys like emails you can send or messages you can send, or how to approach, or how I've approached businesses before, using some techniques that I've used. So the next thing is number 8 is, do I need a camera during training? So the training that I am about to go through, it does say that that a webcam is required. And then the training that I went through before, it said a webcam was required, but we didn't always use the webcam. But we did get points for using the webcam if everyone was on the webcam. Okay. Number 9, how do you join an IBO, or can you join my IBO? So I recently took away the option on my website to where I'm no longer taking on agents because I am in the process of changing some things. But you can either sign up with Arise if you are brand new as a sole proprietor. They were going to take that away, but they decided not to take it away for a while. So you can still sign up as a sole proprietor. That just basically means you're signing up with your name, not a business, with your personal name, your social security number, and you're going through the process of getting set up with Arise. Now you have the option to switch to an LLC or a corporation if you want to do so at a later date. But if you want to get started right away, you can just sign up as a sole proprietor. The only difference with a sole proprietor is you cannot bring agents under you. You can refer agents, but you can't bring them under your umbrella. So if you're wanting to hire agents, like create a business, hire agents, then you will do the LLC or the corporation. Okay. Number 10, how to change your IBO and reasons for change. So the last question, that's the last question I'm going to address, which is question number 10, is how to change your IBO and reasons for change. So how you want to change your IBO is that you're going to go, you will either reach out to that IBO and request that you be dropped from their IBO, but you want to be careful when you do this, especially if you're in a training class or if you're currently servicing. The other option would be if the other option that you can do is you can reach out to the Arise portal, and depending on the reason for the change, very seldom that they may drop you from an IBO. But the main thing that you want to do if you're trying to change is switch yourself to an LLC or a corporation, but you have to be completely set up in order for you to switch yourself. Again, when you're switching to your own IBO, whether it be an LLC or corporation, however you got it set up, you do want to consider if you're in a training class or if you are currently in certification and all of that, because you don't want to lose your SOW or anything like that. So what you want to do is reach out to chat again and ask them for assistance with switching that over. But if you, like I said, if you guys have any questions, I am going to be here for a little bit throughout the video answering questions. But that's pretty much it. All that I have for you guys, just the 10 steps, the 10 questions that I get asked the most. And so that's pretty much it. So until next time, guys, I will see you all in the next video. Talk to you later. Bye.